Coming out of the main barn, we have this little individual turnet ring who has Lazzarato in it. And Lazzarato's show name is Born Rotten. He's owned by Susan, and you guys know the both of them from Gated. So there's a lot of snow in this little pasture, which kind of makes this lovely boy angry, but he's going to have to deal with it because he is kind of the Grinch who stole Christmas, hence the green halter. He also has a little hay bucket, and he's wearing a lovely little white blanket that I got from Breyer Fest. Before I move on to the riding ring, I'm going to show you the wash rack. Currently in the wash rack, we have Olivia, who is grooming her new horse Castiel before they go out for a ride. Castiel's show name is the Man Who Would Be King, and he is a quarter horse. Olivia is currently learning to ride hunt seat because Castiel is a hunt seat horse and her previous horse was a western horse. And Olivia is an academy rider here at the barn. In the wash rack, we have Olivia's saddle and Castiel's bridle and martingale. And then this is the grooming supplies, and then that's Castiel's blanket for when they get done with their lesson. And he has on a very lovely yellow halter that was made by my friend LightningStables. This here is the outdoor riding ring, which can usually hold up to 3 horses. Right now there is an A circuit lesson going on with 2 of our top show riders. Watching the lesson, this is Austin, who you guys know from Gated, and he's actually watching Louise because he's in love with her, but of course Lou has no idea. So Lou is the owner of the barn, and she owns Dimitri, and she's also our A circuit trainer. And next to her, this is Laura's dog named Kodiak. So this little team over here, this is Laura, who you know from Gated, and she is currently riding Hello Society, or Society, who is owned by Seto Kaiba, who sponsors our barn, and he could not be here today because he's currently at a duel tournament. Do you understand my Yu-Gi-Oh references, human? Do ya? Do ya? If you get that, then I automatically love you. Laura actually owns Melody, who you saw in the main barn, but she is riding Society because he needed to be exercised, and she's one of the most trustworthy riders here, so of course we put her on our best show horse. And so our other rider in here, this is Susan, who you know from Gated. She owns Lazzarato, and this is also her new show horse, Yusei. So while Lazzarato is being trained, she has another horse to ride and show. And so this is her new horse, Yusei, or Rev It Up, and if you understand his name as well, which is another Yu-Gi-Oh reference, I automatically love you again. Yusei is currently being ridden in dressage tack as she is a dressage rider, and Susan is also our trainer of literally every horse here at the barn. She is amazing. If you notice, behind here there is now a wall that has been put up on the lesson barn. I know that you guys have probably seen the lesson barn in some of the episodes of Gated, and it didn't have a wall on it. So yes, there are now windows and a wall. Before we go up into the lesson barn, I want to show you the tack room and the lounge, which if you didn't know, I'm kind of lacking floor space for all of this, so it's up on top of the indoor riding ring. So this is the little set, I guess you could say, of the tack room, and those are all of the little hooks for the saddles. And that is Penny's saddle, and then that's another saddle seat saddle made by LightningStables, which again, I love it. This is Dimitri's bridle, which is another thing made by LightningStables. She made me a ton of tack because she's awesome. Those are some tack trunks, and then an A circuit show hat, and then a whip, plants, and then these are lockers, and all of them have helmets in them. We have some cookies set out for Santa because it's Christmas time, and then coffee, and then a plant, and then that's some more groom supplies, a Breyer, washing supplies, an anvil, and then lots more Breyers. And that is the door to go out, and then there's a mirror in here that if you want to check how you look, you can use it, and then that's like a really weird kind of decoration saddle. So in here, this is the office of the barn. And yes, there is the dog Fly, who everyone seems to really like from Gated, and she's playing with the ball. And then back there, that is Toto Annihilation, or Toto. He was actually my mom's dog growing up, and so she gave him to me to put out in the barn. And he's blind because he has no eyes. He's actually really creepy, but I like him anyway. So in here in the lounge, we have a little lighting fixture, and then that is another thing that my mom gave me that she had when she was growing up. That's a little couch. And then we've got a TV, and then a book, and then this is the message board, with one of our show riders. That is actually Amy showing one of our old horses. And then we've got a clock up on the wall, the calendar, and then this is Lou's desk, which she has her laptop on, a cell phone, a little thing of books, globe, and then those are all of her trophies that she's won. The two back there are from barrel racing from when she was a kid, and then those are all from, like, that's the Saddle Seat World Cup that Seto Kaiba won. Yeah, because why not? And then those are some other things that she got at the World Championship Horse Show. So this is the entrance into the little lesson barn, and there is a little whiteboard that has lessons all written on it. And then we've got trees that always stay up here year-round, believe it or not, even though they are kind of supposed to be Christmas decorations. So this first horse is actually one of our new lesson horses. This is Garth, or Garth Fitzgerald III, and he is brand new to the barn, and he actually belongs to Tina, but she's kind of keeping him here as a lesson horse, so she gets free board for that. And so yes. This here is Penny, and she owns Valvella, who you will meet in a little bit. She's just carrying a saddle out. And then in here, this is the tack room. Usually our driving thing, the cart goes in there. That's a tack trunk that has a whole bunch of like miscellaneous things, and that's the bridle rack in there. So this guy looking out the window is another one of our new lesson horses. This is Balthazar, and Balthazar is actually our best Academy show horse, and he's a Morgan, and he's very fancy. And this is what Balthazar looks like, because you couldn't really see him from the angle that I was shooting, and he's got a purple halter on. And Balthazar's show name is My Heart Will Go On. Do you understand the supernatural reference? Again, if you do, I love you. And this is also Garth's face, and he's super cute. He's got a blue halter on, because it looks good on him. So, in the other corner of the barn, this is Trickster, and he's a very, very big horse, but he is a very kind horse at that, and he's another one of our lesson horses, and he's very sweet. And then lastly but not least, we have Debbie and Robin both walking Zed out from her stall. Zed's name is Zedico, and she is going to be going to the Academy Nationals this year with Debbie as her rider. So outside of the lesson barn, we have Tina, who is helping Monica get ready for her riding lesson. And Tina is our junior riding instructor. She's learning to become a riding instructor, and she teaches all of the beginner lessons. So this is Lady, who is one of our top lesson horses at the barn. Everybody absolutely loves Lady here at the barn, and she is our beginner lesson horse along with Garth. And right now we have Monica, who is riding Western, just about to go out for a ride with Tina. And there's a little mounting block that I made out of Legos because why not? So Tina owns both Ryland and Garth, but she sort of gave Garth to the barn, and she uses him mostly for all of the lessons that she teaches. Back behind them, this is the new and improved border barn. In here, this is Val, or Valvella's Last Hurrah, who's a very, very sweet horse. She is a hunt seat mare owned by Penny, and she's very, very pretty. Next to them, we have the pony barn, which has lights strung up around it. And that is Crow's stall, and then that's another pony stall named Yugi, who sadly isn't here right now because I left him in my room. So this is the final part of the barn, which is the indoor riding ring, and then kind of the place you can watch. So standing outside, currently watching the lesson, this is Veronica, and Veronica is a hunt seat rider here, and this is her dog, and it's a husky. I know it's supposed to be a wolf, but that's actually the dog's name, Wolf, because why not? So Veronica is with her horse, whose name is Rumblefish, or Fish, and he is very sweet, but he's super skittish, and he's kind of afraid of everything. So currently there is an individual lesson going on, and this is Amy. She is the riding instructor here at the barn. She teaches all the academy lessons. And across the way, she is currently teaching Ashley on Charlie, or Moondor, who is another one of our lovely lesson horses here at the barn. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'm super, super excited to show you guys my barn because it took me a very long time to set up. And so without any further ado, I hope you guys enjoyed this little barn tour, Christmas edition of Northern Forest Equestrian Center. Watch out for new episodes of Gated, and I will see you all in my next video. As always, strike fast, maniacs. Bye-bye.